Now, the last time I sat on this blue couch, I had some very specific things to say about the Wade household.
Yes, you did.
Convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract. And we all know what Disney does to children.
When Jaguar Wright starts speaking, a lot of celebs listen to her in terror, hoping they wouldn't be the next to get exposed. And it seems like the recent drama reached Dwayne Wade's house, and it's all related to his transitioned daughter, Zaya, who'd Wade and his wife, Gabrielle Union, allegedly been manipulating. You won't believe the wild and downright nasty stuff that's supposedly happening in the Wade household and how he made everything in his power to make the life-changing decisions for his child. According to Jaguar, Gabrielle and D-Wade manipulated Z into transitioning for profit. She's calling out Gabrielle and Dwayne for playing mind games with the child and keeping her away from her real mom.
You doing the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions.
While you may think that D-Wade and Gabrielle are just progressive parents who support the child's decisions, in fact, a lot of shady stuff happened with Zaya, which influenced her choice. Wade has been vocal about the transition ever since his child turned 12, which is kind of way too early even for the sick world of showbiz. And Jaguar Wright seemed to echo Wade's ex-wife and Zaya's biological mother claims that D-Wade and Gabrielle are using the child as a tool to get ahead in the progressive world of show business. As Sovon claimed, I have concerns that Dwayane may be pressuring our child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from companies. Since coming out, Zaya has won modeling contracts with brands like Tiffany, but it seems like D-Wade and Gabrielle are trying to take over as Hollywood's weirdest couple, and even Jaguar mentioned that their weird parenting can be compared to Will and Jada Smith's.
But I'm sick and tired of seeing these so-called couples destroying young.
And here's where it get even freakier. According to some sources, D-Wade and Gabrielle also don't live together, just like Will and Jada, and they are keeping the facade of a strong union just for financial profit. Back in 2013, Dwayne Wade had been involved in a cheating scandal after fathering a child with another woman. Insiders in the showbiz suggest that the lived separately ever since and they managed to handle it quietly like Will and Jada. But if you think their household drama can't get ever crazier, here's the thing about D-Wade you need to know. Turns out, D-Wade isn't much into women, and as he himself revealed in a long-forgotten footage, when he was young, he wore women's clothing.
What my sisters wear, what all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
According to Jaguar, this might explain why this man is supporting Zaya in her transition choices. But here's the thing, apparently, Zaya was influenced and even manipulated by D-Wade into going through this. Jaguar suggested Dwayne might be living out his fantasies through his child, and that's why he keeps Zaya's biological mother at a distance. Wade has the full custody of Zaya, and ever since, Sovon has been fighting with her ex to protect her child. She has been dragging him over their daughter ever since their messy divorce in 2007. Their animosity seems to have only grown, especially with Dwayne legally filing to change the child's name from Zion to Zaya.
This is something I need to deal with, right?
Apparently, after receiving full custody and being able to make decisions independently from his ex-wife, D-Wade plunged into Hollywood crazy games, using his full authority over his children's upbringing without needing his ex's input. However, many fans support Sovon in this. As one person commented, the biological mother should be able to sue the judge and Gabrielle, especially D-Wade, doing that sick stuff to his son. And another user added, "What a hot mess. The child should have been made to wait until he was 18, not pushed to do anything so young. Hopefully, he won't regret it later on." Sovon apparently never fully supported Zaya's gender journey. She filed a motion with the courts to halt Dwayne from changing the child's name and gender and birth certificate, arguing that she preferred their child to wait until 18 and legally decide what's better for her.
Biological mother has come out and she wants the courts to stop D-Wade from transitioning his kid.
Speaking to Page 6, Sovon expressed concerns that Dwayne might profit from their child's transition through marketing deals and endorsements, potentially including Disney. She stated, "I contend that our child should be given the opportunity to decide for themselves at the age of majority if they want to move forward with changing their name and or gender." And well, if you think that Zaya is about to go big and enjoy her life in a limelight, let me remind you the sick Disney agenda and multiple lives that have been destroyed by them. This truth cannot be ignored, especially given many examples, from Britney Spears to Orlando Brown. Everyone in the industry knows better than sending their kids to Disney. And as Jaguar Wright suggested many times, it's not the place you wish for the child if you love and care for them.
Imagine what they do to trans kids. That's where you want to send your child?
Jaguar Wright couldn't stand aside from this drama, and as we've seen in the past, a lot of stuff she was saying turned out to be truthful. So when she claimed that D-Wade and Gabrielle are trying to financially benefit from selling Zaya to the elites, She said, "You do wrong the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance of making their own decisions, while you and your I want to be AB's husband, convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on so that they can get a Disney contract." And it looks like D-Wade is not so happy to see his life and intentions being exposed from multiple sources. He even tried to play a victim, taking it to social media and expressing how very disappointed he was with all these statements and how it had a negative impact on Zaya's well-being.
Outside of this house, they're not ready for that.
Right.
Dwayne made a solid point about how unusual it is for a father to receive full custody, especially as an active NBA player, and he even tried to convince the public that his ex-wife was quite a lousy mother. In a lengthy Instagram statement, he expressed his concerns over his ex-wife's parenting skills, accusing her of being an absent mom all these years since the divorce. As it was mentioned, Zaya sees her biological mom once a month, and she even have a stronger bond with Wade's current wife, Gabrielle. In his rant, Dwayne even emphasized that he tried to make his ex-wife more involved, but she apparently wasn't much interested in Zaya's new lifestyle.
Right.
So when everyone started telling me what my child is, I'm like, how you gonna?
I've been here the whole while.
Wade said that he has given his ex every opportunity to understand their child's needs and even encouraging her to meet Zaya's friends. Despite these efforts, she hasn't attended any school event and didn't show any interest of getting to know her daughter. As he said, "I'm very disappointed that she continuously finds ways of centering herself and her needs without regard to her children." And it seems like Zaya is doing great in showbiz, with gracing the cover of fashion magazines and even making an appearance at Paris Fashion Week as a high schooler. But if you think that only Jaguar noticed something creepy in this rushed and early transition, other people in the industry also slammed D-Wade for making such a horrible mistake with his child.
See, well, don't do that, man. I ain't even say it. But that's all I say, man.
In 2020, Louisiana rapper Boosie criticized Dwayne Wade for supporting his daughter's transition. He even suggested that D-Wade didn't prevent such a big event for a child from happening, and apparently even supported and insisted on going this long and complicated way at such a tender age. As he said, Dwayne Wade, "You've gone too effing far, bro. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have anything figured out yet." It's like D-Wade is coaching Zaya to fit all the industry's current demands. And we already know from previous experiences that if you play the game and follow all the rules, you may go big quite quickly. Well, Dwayne seemingly expects a greatness from his child, and taking Zaya away from her biological mom, he decided to turn his own kid into the pawn of the showbiz. Jaguar Wright seems to be siding with the majority of folks who see something creepy in this.
That was a huge red flag for a kid.
In a recent interview, she claimed that Dwayne and Gabrielle allegedly have ulterior motives and have been selling Zaya to the elites in order to collect more contacts and secure their financial future. This messy situation just keeps getting crazier, but with Wade having full custody, it looks like the irreversible damage has already been done. As one person commented, and it's about to get weirder. "We ain't seen nothing yet." And another user added, "The love of money and power really is the root of all evil." Despite the serious mess in the industry being exposed these days, some folks still live by old rules and try to make profit by using their own kids as a tool in this game. But folks, what do you think about all this situation with Zaya? Was D-Wade's child brainwashed into transition just to become a toy for the elites? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.